Okay guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to make some jerk chicken meatballs with zucchini pasta. And here are some of my main ingredients. Here we have ground chicken, we have some frozen green peppers and onions, we have thyme, whole garlic, scallion or green onion, zucchini, whipped cream, cream cheese, and Parmesan cheese. So stick with me and see what I do with these ingredients. We're going to take small, about a handful, and form our meatballs. This is a good size, pretty chunky. You can see all the vegetables in there. It's gonna taste so good. Every bite will have the same amount of seasoning. So I took enough just to fill the palm of my hand. My hands are pretty small. And then I do a circular motion like this to form my jerk chicken meatballs. That one's a little bit smaller. And you decide how big or how small you want your meatballs. See there? I'm making enough for a family of 5. So I'm gonna take it easy there with my meatballs and make them a little bit smaller than I started out with. See that circular motion there? And each bite has the same amount of seasoning and vegetables, and they're going to taste oh so good. That's how much I take. I make my ball. And I'll be back when I finish making all of these little meatballs. Okay, so I'm finished making my meatballs. Please don't mind my ashy hands. It's the powder from the gloves. But I'm finished making my meatballs. So now we're going to go on to our next step where we cook our meatballs. Now I'm going to use my air fryer, but please know that you can do this in your frying pan or your skillet. So here we go, on to our next step. Okay, so now I'm going to place the balls into my air fryer. And it's going to have the same effect that it would if you would have done it in the oven or if you would have done it in a frying pan. It's just that we don't have to use any oil. That is the beauty of the air fryer, and that's why I love it. So I'm going to make sure that they're spaced out just enough, not touching. And I hope they all fit. I think we're going to fit. Move over. We're touching a little bit, but I think we'll be fine. So there we go. They're in our fryer, and I'm going to close it now and let it cook for about 10 minutes on it, and then take it out when they are browned. Okay, so it has been going for about 10 minutes and it is not brown as yet. The meatballs are starting to turn brown, but they're not all brown as you can see here. So I'm gonna let them go for another 5 minutes and check them again. So they've been cooking for a total of 15 minutes now. You can see that it's browned. I'm going to give it about 2 or 3 more minutes, but before I do that, I'm just going to turn my meatballs. And you see they're all formed. I'm just going to turn them to make sure that they're all cooked through properly. Yep, just turn them a little bit. I'm going to give them about 2 more minutes just to make sure they are cooked all the way through, and then we'll go on to our sauce. Okay, so there we have our heavy cream. I have about 4 tablespoons of butter. I have about 1/2 cup of Parmesan cheese, and I added a little bit of broth to loosen up that heavy cream so that doesn't stick to my Instant Pot. So I'm gonna close it now and put it on my slow cook function just to melt everything together, and then we will season our homemade Alfredo sauce. Okay, so I didn't want to change my lid, so instead I used my broiler function, and I broiled it for about a minute, and you can see it's melting very nicely together. So I'm going to mix this up and then let it broil again for another minute, and then keep on doing that every minute until everything is one nice mixture. So my cheese is just about melted. I'm going to add my seasoning to my sauce, a few shakes of nutmeg, a few shakes of seasoned salt, a few shakes of jerk seasoning, just a little bit. We already have jerk seasoning in our meatballs, but you know I like my jerk seasoning, and a good amount of garlic powder, because garlic is like the base of this dish. So our sauce now is ready to mix up, and then we're going to add our meatballs to this mix, and we'll be just about finished with our Alfredo sauce with our jerk chicken meatballs. Alright, so I'm going to add my meatballs now. I'm going to stir them around in the sauce for a little bit, and I'm going to let it broil with the sauce for about, I'm going to give it about 3 minutes. And also I added about a cup of mozzarella cheese. I was feeling frisky, and I love cheese, so I added about a cup of mozzarella cheese here to kind of lively up the taste of this dish. So I'm going to let this broil now for 5 minutes, and I'm going to add my spiralized zucchini. And we do that last because the zucchini is full of water, so you don't want to add it too early. So I'm going to let this cook down a little bit in my broil function for about 5 minutes, and then we get to our zucchini noodles, and we're almost finished. Why didn't you guys remind me that I said I was using cream cheese? Come on, guys. So I added 2 ounces of cream cheese to my Alfredo sauce mixer because I love the creamy flavor that it gives it. I could not leave that out, and I forgot, and you guys did not remind me. So there it goes. 2 ounces of cream cheese to our Alfredo mixture, and I'm gonna make it continue broiling and letting our jerk chicken meatballs soak up all this sauce, and we'll be well on our way to completion. Okay, so while my meatballs were soaking in the Alfredo sauce that we made, I spiralized my zucchini. So now I'm going to add it last to the sauce so that it does not get too soggy, and then I'll plate it. So there you have it. We have our jerk chicken meatballs and spiralized zucchini. And it is good. Yes, I tasted it. Don't judge me. It was good and I couldn't help myself. So yes, guys, let me know if you're gonna try this recipe. Let me know if you have an Instant Pot, an air fryer, or if you did it on the stove. Talk to me, people. Let me know what's going on. Thank you for watching.